Hello friends, my name is Emile and welcome back to some more Forza Motorsport 2. Today we'll continue on with our Let's Play. This is episode 21 and in today's episode we are going to go ahead and compete in the Nissan Racing Club, which I believe is in the Manufacturer Club races. In the last episode I gained access to this Mines R34 Skyline, so that's what we're going to be using for today. Celebrating Nissan's motorsport heritage, the Skyline's Fair Ladies and Silvias race against each other. The top place prize is a top secret Silvia S15, and we're going to be heading to the Nissan Speedway, kind of obviously, the New York circuit, and the Tsuba circuit. Let's get straight into this with the Nissan Speedway. Did you see Keemstar's rant on Leafy's channel? Yeah, I did. It was interesting. Yeah, it's oh, I get you. Yeah, I saw that Keemstar Leafy rant thing. I mean, I'm not a fan of Keemstar. I just watch Drama Alert because, I don't know, I like finding out what's going on in the community, I guess. But, yeah. Anyways, also, I'm not doing anything to this car because, well, bye-bye. So, the reason I waited for the Mine Skyline was the Nissan Racing Club has a, like, that top secret Supra has, like, an it's S-Class, I believe, and I simply could not build a Nissan, like, financially, sensibly, to compete with that. However, I now have the Mine Skyline, and while I think the top secret could be quicker, potentially, we do have 6 gears. Rice it. There's not really much I can do to this. I mean, I don't even think you could put aero on this vehicle. Forza 2 is a bit weird when it comes to aero. Also, is that person who got... yeah, he's still here. That's Daniel. But don't mind him, he's just a meme. Anyways, but yeah, no Rice for Skylines. I actually kind of like R34s as well. I don't know if this will be the only Skyline I use. Put a wang on it. It's got a wang. It's got a perfectly sensible wang on it. It is... Here's the thing. I really wish... for some reason, you can't actually change the colour of this car. Which I'd really like to do because I saw it in the dealership. They had a blue one of these and that was... But no, unfortunately, I'm sort of stuck with the white. Which, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I just would prefer the blue. Because the blue was better. You are indeed a meme. I think that's the best way to describe you, Daniel. Anyways, I'm surprised you're asking to race it. You've got Nissan as your display picture. I would assume you'd be all into that Nissan life, yo. Anyways, apparently the Mine Skyline is best Skyline. I think that's the only way to really describe this car. It is, it's quick, 180 miles an hour, a little bit on the understeer side. Then again, it is doing 180 round a relatively strange oval track. I don't really know why this is called the Nissan Speedway in this game. Like, I don't know if Nissan actually paid anything extra, because I'm fairly certain this is just the Sunset Peninsula oval, which I believe made its way into Forza 4 just as the Sunset Peninsula oval, so... I believe this is supposed to be loosely based on Daytona. Daytona has a similar sort of free corner system, I guess, would be the best way to say it. I don't know. Emile wants to race a Honda. I don't. I mean, if you got a... I don't know. Is there any Honda that looks better modified than not modified? I'm not sure. Maybe some versions of the S2K, because the S2K does look quite smart when it's modified. I love the one in NFS 2015. You can put a massive wing on the back of that thing. It is amazing. And of course, when we finally get around to doing NFS 2015, I will be using it. Dad. Time for Dad. This is a dad car. Anyways, it's getting a little bit dirty, apparently. I love it how on sort of the white cars, when they're dirty, it just looks like they've been set alight. Like, it just looks like it's been on fire at some point, which isn't particularly cool. I've also noticed they got rid of the Nissan badge on this vehicle. Oh, we're going to lap something, possibly. No, we are not. I wonder what that is. Is it just... It's an R32. The Fairlady's Z's quicker than the R30. I mean, I guess in a straight line, possibly. I don't know. Anyways, we get 13,600 credits, which is not enough to level up anything, so that's great. We should level up at some point. Hey, Ludo, welcome to Strem. I can't even say that. Aloha Snack Bar. It's part 21, so... Yeah, it's part 21. I'm almost level 21. It works out pretty well. I will say we're starting to get to the point in this game where the leveling just gets ridiculous. Like, it starts taking so bloody long to level up. Like, yeah, getting to level 50 on this game is a bit of a chore. Take two, New Yorkers, you get claimed another victim. Jesus Christ. This track, man, it's just insane. I don't understand. Yeah, he never said that. He's not on board with... Ludo, play nice. Anyways. I'm going to be nice and careful into the turns this time around. Oh my god, it's a 5-lap race. Well then. I love it how this is a longer race than Nissan Speedway. Then again, I think after a while Nissan Speedway would start to bore you a little bit. Kind of surprised they never... Actually, no, Gran Turismo set some endurance races on Super Speedway, so I don't know why Forza never bothered setting them on the thing. I mean, the closest thing really is in... Well, this car actually gets stopped just about. So anyways, since the last episode, and technically because, but I play nice. Okay, fine. Just be nice. Hardy-dardy-da. Anyways, I assume some people may be curious. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be a Nazi mod. Jesus Christ. But you're French, you don't like Nazis, Kappa. Anyways, yeah, I will say this is recorded quite a ways away in advance, so yeah, for us, in case you're wondering, E3 just happened, Horizon 3 and the good. Apparently, I'm kind of surprised about this, Horizon 3 is actually going to have race cars in it, which is interesting. Also, the VIP package contains a Koenigsegg Regera, which, yeah, I want VIP now. There's somewhat relating to Holden's as well, but I don't care. It's set in Australia, which, I mean... It looks pretty. It looks like they've gone about Australia in the right place. I was sort of worrying that it would literally just be desert upon desert upon desert upon desert upon desert upon desert. But apparently it's not. Although I'm not quite sure how much of a supercar culture they have in Australia. But, I mean, they didn't have any in Colorado, one would assume. Anyways, that's really all I've got to say about E3, because the rest of the stuff I couldn't give a toss about. I'm sorry, I'm just sort of past that. I was saying this on Twitter today, I'm not sure if I'm just past, like, the whole gaming hype thing. It's just sort of got me a little bit bored at this point. Like, I just don't get hyped over announcements anymore. Like, literally all I wanted to see from E3 is Horizon 3, and everything else that's been announced is, I'm not interested in anything that's been announced, so, yeah. Oh boy, I really want to... Wait, when it first comes out, or like pre-alpha? Well, pre-alpha? Before it comes out. Because if it's like before it comes out, then I don't know. I don't find, like, here's the thing, I don't find him that irritating, but he's not. Yeah, probably. I do find it kind of ironic how the most popular Forza YouTubers cannot drive in Forza. That's just, you know, basically sums up the community a bit, unfortunately. I don't know why drifting's so big on YouTube, to be honest with you, but apparently it just is. Anyways, I think I spoke about this before. The first-person camera in this game, it kind of sucks. I don't really like it. This game is actually one of a couple sort of racing games from this time that actually has a camera which is relatively decent. I think that's sort of one of my issues with Gran Turismo in more recent years, is I hate the rear camera. It kind of makes me sick. One of the reasons it does is because you can't actually move the camera about. It sounds really weird, but I just like being able to move the camera about. I will check that after the thing, Ludo. Hello Jeff, welcome to Strem. I have an R34, as you can tell. Anyways, let's brake here. I may be braking a little bit early into these corners, but I just wrote the car off like in the first take, so yeah. To be fair, I didn't do as bad a job as I did with the GTO. I didn't break the engine, I just broke every bloody thing out, so yeah, it was unfortunately a restart. If it was just aero damage, I would have probably kept going, but nah. Anyways, by the looks of it, we might actually lap some people. I think this is the first time in this series where I've actually lapped someone. Oh, the Fair Lady. Apparently the Fair Lady is pretty close to the R32 in terms of actual racing, which is interesting. Anyways, R32 is going to run right, so we'll just dive up the inside of here. So today, 2 PM Pacific daytime. Oh god, what happened? Oh. Oh, today. Is he at E3 or something? I don't care. I'm not watching it then. I'll probably watch some highlights on YouTube or something. I don't care about watching the whole thing. Anyways, another 13,000 credits is in the bag. We're level 1 with the car. We get a 20% discount on springs and dampers. Okay, I'll take that. Please stop it. Oh, God. Anyways, you can't stop these people. They just do their thing. Anyways, time for 6 laps of Tsuba to finish off the Nissan Racing League. Pretty uneventful. Race series, to be perfectly honest with you. I mean, I thought that Sylvia would put up a bit more of a fight than it has been doing, but then again, I didn't really, so I don't know. Anyways. Go! I just love the way that thing gets off the line. It's so jittery. Spam is actually... I will agree with Ludo that there is a limit. I do love the dad meme. To be fair, the dad meme isn't the most irritating of them, so yeah, it's just time for dad. I didn't tell him to stop. Well, I don't know. I would appreciate it if it wasn't spammed as much, but I mean, I don't mind it that much. Anyways, right. I love it how quick. Oh god, high wall breaking points. Go, 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 go. The top secret is pretty quick. I don't know. Yes, I've been in the top secret drift car, or is it a time attack car? Someone tell me. Someone probably knows. Their Nissan knowledge is probably better than my Nissan knowledge. I'm not a JDM person, shall we say. I like Japanese cars. Well, Sylvias aren't my thing. Anyways. Break into here, there we go. It's just trying to learn, like, here's the thing, I think this is by far and away the quickest car I've actually driven in this series so far. I mean, this is an S-Class car, so it's just trying to get used to driving these sort of cars again, i.e. your braking points aren't quite as late as they are in some of the more, what's the word? Some of the more slower vehicles, there we go, I can finally get my words out. The slower vehicles, oh, there we go, running wide onto the sand there. Yeah, then again, the Skyline, I mean, it has 4-wheel drive, so I mean, it's not hard to recover a rope, which is fine. Yeah, I like the Mine Skyline. I mean, I think this is the only Mines car in the game. I don't think the R32. Was the R32 in Forza 4? I don't remember. I know in Forza 4 this was a unicorn car, and I actually had this unicorn car. Feel free, if anyone is interested, feel free to join my car club if you want access to it. Because it's in the garage. Anyways. There we go. Just boot out of any corner. That's the joy of 4-wheel drive. Luckily we are not getting up to the point where, to be fair actually, if I have to have like ultra powerful rear-wheel drive cars, I'll probably swap them to 4-wheel drive just because it suits me better. But yeah, I think this is the only Mines car in the game. There's no Mines Evos, even though my Gran Turismo had the Mines Evos. Maybe Forza had them at some point, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to remember the unicorn cars. I could have sworn there was 2 mines available in Forza 4, but maybe there was not. I think these sort of cars probably need to come back to Forza. Like, they'd be nice. The sort of pre-tuned cars would be interesting to have. Admittedly, putting them in like DLC packs and stuff, I wouldn't be a fan of. When I will get an Xbox One. Then what? Get an Xbox One, Ludo. Please, I need friends. Anyways, I mean, the good news is it's all Windows 10 backwards compatible now, which, like, that's the nice thing with Horizon 3 is at least it's sort of backwards compatible towards Windows and whatnot. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I am kind of surprised they were releasing them at exactly the same time, but I'm sure Microsoft's got some form of strategy to push PC players away from PC and more towards the Xbox. It wouldn't surprise me if this whole Windows 10 game thing like lasts for about like 2 years and then they're like, we want people to buy Xboxes, so we're just gonna cancel this now. Kind of like the Games for Windows Live thing. That worked out really well for you, didn't it, Microsoft? Anyways, to be fair, I never had too many issues with Games for Windows Live. Then again, I'm not a huge PC player. I think I played like 2 games that had Windows Live in it, and that was Dirt 3 and GTA 4. I do have to admit GTA 4 was a bit problematic, but Dirt 3 was alright. I remember, wasn't it Halo 2? No, Halo 2 was Windows Vista exclusive. I remember that. That was interesting. Please don't hit the wall. Thank you. This track really needs to come back. I kind of was wishing Horizon 3 was set in Japan, to be honest with you. I'd kind of like Japan as a setting for these games. Like, I'm not a huge fan of these drifty bollocks, but I think Japan could be a pretty cool setting. But we'll have to see what Australia's like. Again, from what I've seen of Australia, it isn't the most exciting country in the world to look at, but I don't know, maybe it'll have some nice country roads in there. It looks pretty, I'll give it that. It also, unfortunately, ruins all the chances I had for snow, because I really wanted snow to appear, but I'm fairly certain there's no snow. Oh, hey, you can press Y and it looks back. That's a weird camera. That's like Gran Turismo camera on the rear thing there. I will, but not until they release the S and the actual price drop of the One. I think in England it's starting to... yeah, that was Halo 2 was Windows Vista exclusive. Because they was trying to push it at the time. I think people ended up like putting out patches which fixed the thing, but yeah, I think it was like Games for Windows Live Windows Vista Edition, which you can imagine how fun that was. Anyways, we don't level up at all, which is fair enough because I wasn't really expecting to. However, what I was expecting is 12,000 credits, and we are going to get a lovely-ish top secret Nissan S13 Sylvia thing, 540 horsepower. Pretty cool. Again, I'm pretty certain this is a drift car. It's got decals on the windows as well, which is kind of cool. Anyways, friends, that is it for today's episode of the Forza Motorsport 2 Let's Play. I do hope you've enjoyed. In the next episode, I'm not quite sure what we're going to do, so stay tuned for whatever it will be. Anyways, friends, I want to thank you all very much for watching. My name's been The Real Emile. Till next time, farewell.